make sure you understand and try to follow me. Today, our topic is about mode. Okay, we introduced mode very early, but we don't have any opportunity to explain what is mode yet. Today, we will focus on mode. We will try to use mathematics to explain mode. What are the modes in high frequency transmission lines using math? Okay? So today's class is very important, but I don't want you to just only for exam, for final exam, because it's very difficult to test about the explanation. The thing is, if you understand what is mode, is extremely important. It is a concept in microwave engineering. All of you should be clear, should be very clearly understand the difference between the mode. It's very important, very useful. If you are engineering, you know only about tuning, you don't know mode. But you will have a lot of problems, you don't know answers. The answers come from, they have different propagation mode, okay? So today's class is very important, but maybe, I think you will show in your method in different way, but the derivation process is, I will not ask you how to derive, because it is an open book exam, you can copy all the equations. The thing is how to understand, okay? How to understand is the most important. As I say, it is a very long derivation. It is a 3 weeks derivation from last week. Okay, first of all, you need to remember what I have told you about. Okay, you can start try to write down. What is the total electric field? Try to give me the answer. What is the electric field in a general form for all the electric field? Okay, try to write it down. Okay, I will try to give you answers as what I gave you last week. The same. It's like kind of a little bit review, but you should already know the answers because I have told you last week, right? So what is the total electric field? I'll try to write down, and we can check our answer. Okay? You try to follow me, not just listen. Try to follow me and understand. It will be very helpful for your career if you are an RF engineer. Okay? Try to follow my derivation. So your total electric field can be divided by 3 directions. You can write down as Ex, Ey, and Ez, right? As what we said last week. If you separate, we are trying to use all the knowledge from the beginning, okay? You try to separate your scalar equation, we call that Ex, and the unit vector x, and also Ey, unit vector y, plus Ez, unit vector z. Okay, still easy so far, right? Okay. For this one, if we have two assumptions. The first of all, it is lossless. Second, if our E field is propagating in positive Z direction, okay? If these two assumptions are made, we can write this equation as equals to, I will need a new unknown. I call this small ex, okay? I separate the part of Z unknown because I know it has only positive Z direction and it is also lossless. I can separate Ex by different unknowns. So Ex include only the unknown of X and Y. It is a function of only X and Y. Because the wave is propagating in positive Z direction and has only the component of lossless in the lossless material, so you can write down multiply times exponential minus J beta Z. Okay? So you can write down everything. I write down this one. I can omit this one. I can declare this one. I write down this one is because I try to emphasize that it is a function has only X and Y components. Okay? And for this part has only Z component. I separate X, Y, and Z. So let me use this one to make sure you understand. So for Ex, I separate Ex in two portions. Okay, understand? This one equals to this portion and this portion. Okay. Multiply together. I separate because I know it's propagating in the Z direction. Okay? So you guys should write down the rest, try to write down the rest of Y and the Z component as I did for X. Try to do that. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. Try, and I will write down answer for you. Try to write down, please show me you are following. If you don't want to follow, it means you don't care to understand. It means it's okay to fail in this class, right? If you don't care this class, you don't follow, there's no reason you can pass. Try to write down the rest part of Y and the Z component as me, okay? Don't just copy. Don't just copy. Try to follow my thinking. I have to remind you, this is a 3 weeks derivation. If you cannot follow, there's no reason you can follow, okay? Then you will just get lost for 3 weeks. This is a 3 weeks derivation from last week to next week. I will use equations. There is a direction, just one direction. There are process. You do something, then put something until we got a result. 3 weeks derivation. Don't get lost. It's very difficult. That's why I give you paper. I write down. I didn't just show you the textbook. I can just show you the textbook like, oh, see, and that's it. Then you learn nothing, right? We do that step by step to understand all the details. Try to write down. Don't be lazy. There is no excuse. Okay? Try to write it down. Follow my thinking. Understand the details. You will learn a lot from mode. And after all, if you are an engineer, people talk about mode, you are very clear. Why there are different modes. Okay? This is, at least you should pay attention. Your time. You write down. Don't like, oh, no, I'm smart. I don't think so. I don't think so. You are not. You should follow. Okay? Don't be so confident about yourself. Okay? So, you separate the component of x and y for EX, EY, and the EZ. What is the next step? We try to take the same part outside because all of them have the component of exponential to the power minus j beta z. Okay? So I can take this part outside. I can take this part outside. Equals to, and as I say, we have some problem about z component, right? If your propagation direction is the direction of your electric field, it's very weird, right? We discussed this last week. It's okay for x and y, but z is very weird. We don't do that before. Because we discussed only about TEM mode. But if there are more difficult, more different situations, the green part will show up. What happened to that? So we deal with this one independently, separately, okay? But we combine these two together and we call it, we call, let me write that. We combine this part with this part and this part with this part. I want to take exponential part outside, so I use a new notation. I call it, it's only E or maybe EXY. The function of E has only the function of x, y, and I put the vector inside. So this new notation, new vector, is from these 4 terms. Okay? Okay? Just a name, different name. This one can multiply exponential. No, not exponential. This is a function of E. It has only z direction component, but x, y unknown. Okay, it's from here. Multiply the unit vector of z, and all of them will be multiplied by exponential minus j theta z. This is what I told you last week. Now it's a review. Okay? Now it's a review. I do that again, repeat again. I write down more details, different colors. You should not forget. Okay, let me write down. So the total E equals to EX plus EY plus EZ equals, I want to write down only the result. I will use that later. X plus Y plus Z exponential minus J theta. Okay. The set. Someone to answer my question. I tell you, can you write down H first, please? Please. Try to be careful. Almost perfect. Almost. Can you see it's a little bug? Oh, let me. Okay, thank you. I will ask another student. It's close. Gunsho, do you know where you make a mistake? You see that? Is his answer correct? You don't see that and say you don't know. It's fine. I will ask another student. Okay, who knows? Okay. Okay. You know. Yeah, it's like a 超级比一比, right? We have a game. We call it 超级比一比. Yes. Try to see the difference between two pictures. Find out the difference, right? 再我想 it is scalar, multiply unit vector. It is a vector. Okay. Do you know why? Because you didn't pay attention on that. Do you know why there is no vector? Do you know why? Why? It's one of the important things I'm trying to tell you, right? Huh? Because this is vector, right? I take what? Okay. Do you remember what is? I already erased it. What is the vector of E? What is that? There are 4. Do you remember that? What is this one? Type erase it. E x y equals to E s of x y x unit vector plus E y x y y. So this is a vector, and it is a new unknown of 4 terms. I write down here. Remember, I use this the double line, and this one is okay. Okay, and now we recovered our memory from last week. This is what we have learned from last week. Now we have new things. Okay, here is new, but it's not quite new. Cao Yuting, have to help me to write down the Maxwell's equation. The first one. The first one is I don't know the cross E, the curl E, that curl yeah. Write down the Maxwell's equation. The first one in the differential form. The most important, the form we always use. We always use the first one. Try to write down the first Maxwell's equations. If it is a sourceless in a sourceless material, that's it. Very good. Okay. And we know, look at that. E equals to Ex, Ey, Ez. H equals to Hyx, Hy, Hz. Okay. Yu Qijun, come here. Try to write down the left part of the curl. Put Ex, Ey, Ez. Write down use the curl and the definition of Ex, Ey, Ez. What is curl? Yeah. You don't need to write down curl, okay? No. That one is remember? Put. And then we do the easy part. Okay, everyone try to write down the answer on your paper. Try this. Or you need a, what do you need? You need to check your book? Okay, go to check. The hint is E equals to EX plus EY plus EZ, right? This is what we write down here. But what are they exactly? Try to write down this, and you can follow. This is the best way to understand mode. This is the best way to understand mode. Not all of RF engineers understand mode because it is very long derivation. You need a patient to understand, to derive the equations, but it's very worthy to understand and derive. It's very helpful. Okay, try this. Yes. Try to check your answer with his answer. Yes. Good. So if you have book, you can understand. You know answer. Okay. What is E? Very good. Very good. Okay. Next. The next step is, can we, because we already know they are always a portion, all of them have a portion of this explanation, right? So, 张主任 help me to change. If I change the partial with respect to z, can I change this element? Can I change this one? Because everyone has a part of this unknown, right? Can I change this one? Partial to partial z. What's that? Try it. Yeah, yes. Just write. What is your favorite color? Look, change. Because you use different. Okay, blue is good. This one. All of them has this term, right? So partial with respect to z equals to, we did this many times, right? Everything is connected, right? Don't miss any class. You will use the same thing again and again in somewhere. They will all come back to you to help you understand more. If you don't know, maybe I can change to ask other students, or you can try. Maybe just write down. Don't worry about making mistake. Okay, it's okay. Everyone makes mistake, but you should understand and try to adjust why you don't know. The question I ask you, you must have some hint. You should know. Do you want to try or not? It's fine. Just okay. Let me. Okay, I will go after the student. So anyone know the answer? Anyone? Anyone want to try? Good. You are very good today. You are a helper this week. So you can change that. Do you want to do that blue or you want to change other color? Yeah, very good. It's beta. Beta and the B is different, right? Beta. This is a Greek. B is algebra. It's from ABCD and beta is different. Okay? Yeah. So what's this? Write it down. Who is the next one? What's that? What is this matrix? This one. Everyone try it on your paper. Believe me, you will learn something. You will realize something. If you follow. I want more. Yeah, it's okay. I think he know. He used different way, but this is not what I told you, right? I don't know where he learned this one, but you did this before in midterm, right? About the curl. So we use this at the beginning and at the end. In the end, everything is connected. Like EM field, the curl, right? It's time to review and try to use this theory to understand different modes. So now you understand why I didn't tell you a quick answer, right? You need all the details to understand. So it's not, there's no easy answer. Try to write down why should everyone have 2 papers. This is the reason why, right? Try to practice your calculation. An engineer seldom make mistake. Okay, let me ask another student to help. Dongsan, come to help. I want a final answer. Try to help. Okay, so listen. Try to give me 3 equations for only x unit and y and z. There are 3 equations, okay? Try to make these 3 equations. Write down the 3 equations. I did that before in the class. Equals to, don't use this one, take them away. For this part, this one equals to, equals to, you write down x, right? So equals to, okay? Yes, okay, how about y? Okay? You want to check my answer? Yes, sir? That's it, right?
No.
Try. Huh? Yeah, you make a mistake, right?
Minus
I'm correct.
minus 2 minus 1000下面 y 第一项是这边从后2 minus
Understand? You separate x, y, and z 3 directions. Are you guys still follow, or any of you need more time to understand? Just let me know. I will wait. Or if you have a question, just raise your hand and then let me know what is your question. Okay. I will give you a little time to understand that. Abi, you need time, right? I feel like you have questions. So next time, raise your hand to make me wait.
Because here he has added unique vector x, y, z.
Yes.
But there,
Yes. I get. For the left part and the right part, both of them have an XYZ, right? I can
Yeah.
take an XYZ away. They are the same equations, except the XYZ. But I just want a relationship. I don't need XYZ anymore. XYZ is trying to help us to separate different directions. For X part, for Z part, and Y part, they have one equation for each of the direction. Anyone follow? Okay.
So we shouldn't use the unit vector xyz there because
No, because it is not the equation. This is wrong. This is from Longson, and that's from me. So, okay, it's correct. But if I have x, it's correct. But for this one, if you don't have unit vector here, you should not have unit vector here. Right? This is your question, right? If you don't have unit vector here, you should not have unit vector here. Okay. If you put a unit vector here, this is the vector. Vector is not equal to a scalar. No, there are differences. Okay? Okay, Longson.
I know. This
No, this is why you make mistake when make circuit.
okay.
That I'm telling you the reason, but you should find out the reason why you make mistake. You should be more careful about the details. Okay? Okay. Everyone follow, right? So, do any of you need more time? Raise your hand. If no, I will continue, okay? Please write down a second Maxwell equation. Equation using still sourceless. Still sourceless. Okay, excellent. Okay. You don't even need to think. Good, very good. Li Kun Chan, please do the same thing for H. Write down the what did we write down there? Try to do that. Do something similar for E field. Try to do the same thing for H field. I want another 3 equations. Try to derive it on your paper. Maybe you are the next. For curl E equals to is minus j omega mu h, right? But curl h equals to positive j omega epsilon. So do we have minus there? Do you know why it's minus JB? It is minus JB because differential to the exponential minus JB, so it's still the same, right? But for that part, you should understand all the details, not just copy. If you copy, you learn nothing. If you tune, you learn nothing. You should understand the reason, find a solution. You need to know all the details. Okay, very good. Excellent. Zhen Zixuan, you just come here. Ren Jiayi, okay, you passed today. You have excellent performance today. So I'll ask the next one. Cai Xinjun, your turn. Right. Everyone try to write down. back. It's the same as my answer. Okay, let's take a little bit break, okay? Then we will come back. We will come back.